So here's a quick look at the EXPED Megasleep Duo sleeping bag. So what you've got here is a sleeping bag that's basically gives you 4 options in one. So you can see at the moment this is in its configuration as a double sleeping bag. So it's one giant bag. There's a total gap all the way through the middle, so 2 of you can sleep right next to each other. What that then does is it's actually color coded, so there is a darker blue and a lighter blue. If you've got the darker blue facing upwards, it's in its kind of cold weather configuration, and that rates it down to about 25 Fahrenheit, or pretty much just below freezing. So what you've got there really is a little bit more insulation where you need it. And I think it's thicker on the top there. And then your second configuration for kind of 40 Fahrenheit or just above freezing is as simple as literally turning it over. So if you turn it over, you can see there's a lighter blue on the other side, and turned over and flipped around the other way and folded the other way, you then have something for kind of slightly warmer camping conditions as you kind of go spring into summer when you're sleeping overnight. What you've then got option wise, again depending on the temperatures, is to fold it basically over in half. So you fold it over, and the way I folded this over now, you would now have, with the lighter blue on top, you'd have this configured for warmer weather, but if it was the other way up, he said flipping it round, bear with me, hopefully this will work. You can flip it the other way and have the dark showing on top, on both sides, he said. Excuse me doing this one-handed, I'm sure you get the idea. So you've now got it folded up and zipped together, so you've now got the warmest configuration for a single person, which is also kind of cool. So the bag on its own, obviously with the blue on top, takes it back up to about the kind of plus 25 Fahrenheit rating, which is below freezing, so the same as when there's 2 of you. A couple of features I really like on this: you've got this kind of baffle here you can roll back when you're sleeping in it, which is nice, and there's quite a thick baffle here around the zip itself, so what you're not getting is the zip sort of having cold air coming through, which is super cool. It's also not too heavy, it's not too doesn't take up an enormous amount of space in a bag as well, considering you're looking at something that's for basically for 2 people. And then I think really one of the things I like about it is I sort of quite like the way you can configure it for hammocks as well. So I'm actually out camping in you can see here, in a hammock tent. And what I quite like about this setup is I can use this as an underquilt or an overquilt as well. So as well as just camping in a slightly more traditional way in a tent, I actually like the configurability of this for when I'm using a hammock as well, either on my own or if I've got my wife or my little baby with me as well. So yeah, that gives you a sort of super quick look at the EXPED Duo. Please like and subscribe, it super helps my channel, and I'll put a link in the description to the lowest price and a full written review that I've done on my website. Thank you very much.